The hurt I felt is not because of what they said to me. The hurt I experienced is because of what I said to myself about what they said to me. Someone just says to me, "You're no good." One line. And that starts a commentary in my mind. The pain I experience is not because of their one line. The pain I experience is because of the 1,000 lines I say to myself in response to that one line. They were not right, no discussion about that. Was I right to myself? They were not kind to me, we don't discuss. Was I this freedom from anger, from stress, from negative emotions, from baggage of the past? Who's going to give me this freedom? Very good. And why haven't I done it till now? Huh? It's easier said than done, which means I myself am holding myself in the bondage of that emotion, which is uncomfortable for me. Should we say this together? Even I have said it for the first time, so I was listening while I was saying this. Let's say it together. I want freedom from my own emotions, from my own self, from the bondage that I have held on to for myself. What is stopping me? Myself. So now it's very easy because there's absolutely no one else involved in this process. Right? That's the first step. There's absolutely no one else involved in this process with whom I have to struggle or, fight for my freedom or stand for my freedom. It's me who's holding me in the bondage of those emotions which are not comfortable for me, and I'm only seeking freedom from myself for myself. So repeat, I'm seeking freedom from myself for myself. Can it get simpler than this? Can it get simpler than this? Nothing at all. So it's actually the freedom to think what I want, to feel what I want, to be what I want, to do what I want when things around me are not the way I want. So when do I get angry? When someone around me is not my way. But at that moment, to have the freedom to think peacefully, to speak respectfully, and to behave perfectly. That is freedom. And what is bondage? Someone around me is not behaving my way, but I'm not being able to think peacefully. I'm only thinking in response to their behavior. So at that moment, my mind is not choosing its freedom to think the right way. My mind is in bondage with their behavior, and it is only creating those thoughts which are dependent on how they are behaving, not dependent on how I want to feel. True? Making sense? Okay. Just bring on the screen of your mind someone who was not your way yesterday, this morning, last week. So they are not my way. I don't want freedom from them because that way then I'll want freedom from everybody and I'll have to live alone. And many of us are choosing to do that. And I'm not sure whether you know that WHO has said that the next pandemic is loneliness. Loneliness. And now with our friend AI coming, we're all going to create our relationship with ChatGPT and talk and, so how am I? How are you? And we'll say, wow, what freedom. I don't have to handle any other people's behavior. This machine will talk to me exactly the way I want. Nowadays, many of us prefer to be with our pets rather than people. Yes or no? Why? Why? Unconditional acceptance. Unconditional acceptance is what I seek. I want someone to just love me the way I am, accept me the way I am, and that little pet can do that for me. Yes? Yes? I am expecting that unconditional acceptance from someone outside. And when I'm not getting it, I am choosing not to be able to even create that right thought and feeling, which will allow me to accept myself first and then allow me to accept them and then create that harmony by creating that emotion of peace, love, and compassion. So, the more, for those of us who are from India, we've grown up in an era, and this is not history, we're just talking like 50 years back or even 20 years back, where in one home we would be 20 of us living together. Yes? How many of us have seen those families? Which we used to call joint families. Joint families means grandparents, uncles, aunties, everybody living under one roof, cooking in one kitchen. Right? Today it appears very difficult. But it is that living together, bending, adapting, adjusting, accepting, which was building emotional resilience. But then we thought this is very difficult and we gently started reducing the size of our family for our own freedom. We said we don't have to adjust to so many people. So we started shrinking that family from 20 to 10 to 8 to 5 to 2, thinking that being on our own, being free to do what we want, we would be happier. But when we were 20 living together, there was no depression. Yes or no? Did we even know that word? No. We didn't know what that word was. So the truth is, the more I bend, the healthier I am. But we thought, no, this is too painful to bend. I don't want to bend. I don't want to adjust. So from a family of 20, 10, 8, 5, 4, 2, now 1. Me, my pet, my laptop, my phone. I'm happy. I have the freedom to do what I want to do. And that's when loneliness, depression, anxiety suddenly went on the rise. So we need to understand freedom is not about freedom from people around. Peace and power is not about being alone. It's about being with everyone, but learning the art of creating the right energy here, even when things and people are not our way. So we don't need freedom from people to be happy. We need freedom from our own clutter to be happy. And who's creating that clutter within? I. So the sooner we realize this, the sooner we will go to connecting back with people. We are not people who want loneliness to be a pandemic here. And it's not alone, it's loneliness. It's not alone, they're two different words. Alone, loneliness. You can be alone and be happy, but you could be sitting amongst 10 people but be lonely. So what is loneliness? What is the difference between alone and lonely? Alone, lonely. Alone is you're alone physically. I'm alone. So I'm alone at home, physically alone. And lonely, I'm with people, but I don't feel connected to people. I feel lonely. I'm working amongst 100 people in an office. Everyone's there around me, but I'm not connected. I'm not happy, so I feel lonely. So shouldn't we take that as a warning signal and change something in the circuit within? Yes? Ready to do that? Who's ready to do that? And it's all about my own journey. We don't need anyone else to change. How many of us have tried to change people? Beginning with the person sitting to your next chair. How much we try to change them. Don't do it this way, do it this way, keep it like this, live like this, sit like this, work like this. It's good to give advice, it's good to give your opinion, pure intention, but remembering that they will choose to be, complete the sentence. Let's say they will choose to be their way. Are you ready to change according to what everyone around you wants you to be? Are you ready to change to what everybody else around you wants to be? No. So why should the other person change according to us? And so how are two people who are not ready to change for each other going to live with each other happily? That's why we said, no, then it's better to live alone. This is too difficult. Because we didn't know that there's a third option. And that is about living together, understanding each other's patterns of thinking, feeling, which we call personality traits, nature. In Hindi, the word is very beautiful, sanskar, which means the emotional habits, the patterns of a person. Two people will always have two different patterns. Here is this bunch of flowers, and we're about 300-400 in a hole. If each one was asked to talk about this, do you think everybody is going to have the same thing about it? No, but the flower is the same. But the flower is the same. So why is each one of us going to say something different about this flower? The flower is the same. Why is each one going to have something different to say about this? Because you are going to look at this flower through the filter of your personality trait. So let's say I have a habit of criticism, and I'm going to look through that filter of criticism at this bunch of flowers, and I will have something critical to say about it. If I have a filter of appreciation, and I'm going to look at this and I'm going to have something very beautiful to say about it. Does that have anything to do with the flower? What is it all about? It's about the way you look at. And what the way you look at is dependent on what is your coding here. So first lesson today. Like different people have different things to say about this flower, different people will have different things to say about me. Energy changed in the hall. Did you feel that? Energy changed in the hall. Because suddenly we said like, oh, different people are going to say different things about me. I thought everybody's going to say nice things about me. And I always want people to say nice things about me. Because my happiness is dependent on other people saying nice things about me. I feel good when someone is saying nice things about me. I seek appreciation. It feels good, right or wrong? Right or wrong? Forget about me. I feel good when someone even appreciates my new dress. How many of you would like appreciation when you've bought a new dress, a new gadget, a new home, a new car? Yeah? Raise your hand. It's normal. Say it's normal. Say it's normal. It's normal to want people to say, oh, you're looking so beautiful. Oh, your brand new car. Good. And so the first 5-6 people will come and say, oh, you're looking very beautiful. New dress. Where did you get it from? And my happiness index goes here. And then someone like me will come blunt and say like, what are you wearing? Did you even try it out before you bought it? You should have at least looked at yourself in the mirror in the showroom before you bought it. And now where does the happiness index go, which was just moving this way? Here. In both the cases, how I feel was dependent on what the other person was saying. This is dependency, opposite of freedom. Opposite of freedom. So when someone was saying something nice about me, I was feeling good. When someone was not saying something nice about me, I was sulking. And now when I was hurt about what that other person said to me about only what I was wearing, not even about me, it was only about my dress. One, just look at yourself, okay? Just look at what you're wearing right now. And if someone comes and says something critical about your dress, soon you will start checking your dress again. Is it really not good? Starts self-doubt. Self-doubt. Then you will go to two more people and say, what do you think about my dress? Because you need validation. Because someone just criticized it. Then when that other person says, of course it's beautiful. Okay, thank God. I thought the problem was with me. And then I tell that person, but you know what? She said it's not nice. That person said, let it be. What does she know? She's wearing white clothes. Does she even understand what is dress or colors? Very good. The problem is not with me. The problem is with her. So first it is self-doubt. Then it is need for validation from someone else. Then it is disrespect towards the person who had the courage to speak the truth about what they feel. And all this happened only because I didn't remember that what the person is saying about my dress is not about my dress. It's about their filter of choices. Do you think this flower's happiness will increase or reduce depending on what you say about this flower? So the flower is more intelligent than us. Because the flower knows it's okay. They are all expressing their choices. And everyone has a right to express their choice. And even your choice will be different on different days. If you walked in this evening happy, you had a great day, your mood is under, even if the flower is all, you'll say, such beautiful flowers. Because you're in a good mood. So even our choices and expressions are not same every day. Because they are also a reflection of how I'm feeling on that particular day at that particular moment. But if you walk in right now, already aggressive, irritated, someone reacted just there on the parking lot, and you come in here and there's a best bouquet of flowers, then you say, horrible. What was the need of all these flowers over here? Remove them. Did it have anything to do with the flower? No. But the flower doesn't get affected. And so the flower is experiencing independence and freedom. Can we do the same? Can we do the same? Yes or no? What do we need to remember for that? Put your hands out like this. On the right hand side, put your mind. On the left hand side, put the person who has an opinion about you. Okay, not about me, just about my dress for now first. What this person is saying about my dress or my job or my achievement, anything about me, outer world about me, not about me as a person, is reflecting. Complete the line. It's reflecting. What they are saying is reflecting their choices. Is that true? So the same dress, the same car, the same phone, my same job, my same achievement, 10 people will have different opinion. Is this normal? Is this right? And that opinion is dependent on on their choices. Is that right? Fine. So if next time someone says, I don't like what you're wearing or I don't like what you bought, is it fine? अच्छे से बोलो. Is it fine? So tomorrow, will you be able to smile like this if someone says, horrible dress? Just, you have to just smile like this. This is inner freedom. This is the happiness we are looking for. Because when that person says that and we say, I completely understand, it doesn't match your choice. Perfect. No problem. How is it possible that everyone in the world will like the choice of my dress? Is it possible? Did you take all of them to choose the dress? Everyone you seek appreciation from should go with you to buy the dress. Then and there, take opinion poll. All of you like this dress? Yes. Then buy it and then you will get appreciation from them for the rest of your life for that dress. No. Who chose the dress? I. Who's supposed to like it? I. I don't need validation from anyone from what I'm wearing. Right or wrong? So are you okay tomorrow if someone is ready to speak the truth rather than fake it and say, oh, you're looking so beautiful. And he's like, what is she wearing? Oof. People actually lie to us nowadays, right? Because we convey to them, you dare not speak the truth. I'm in no mood to listen to the truth. Fake it, lie it, but let me be happy. And that's when my happiness becomes so fragile because it is standing on a fake foundation. Tell people, be honest, speak out your mind, share the truth. I understand that everyone will have a different opinion. If I like your opinion, I'll take it. If I not, I will say no problem. Your opinion and my opinion is different. Can two people have the same thinking pattern? Can two people have the same choices in everything? So can two people have the same opinion about everything? So that is normal. But to say everyone should like my opinion is not normal. It's not normal. But then when I know that this is not normal, then I should be open to accepting everybody's different opinion about it and say, perfect. Perfect. I agree. I can't expect all of you to like this white sari. Why should you like this white sari? Right? But I wear it because I like it. This is freedom. I wear it because I have a reason why I wear it, and I don't expect anyone on this planet to approve of this white sari. It's my choice. I have a reason why I wear it. I am comfortable wearing it. Imagine going everywhere and waiting for people to say, oh, you're looking so nice in this white sari. What a life is this? And if I don't have faith in what I have chosen to just wear, not even to be, we are just talking of wearing, not even being. Then if tomorrow 10 people have to say, this is horrible, what are you wearing, who wears white? I will go and change. And I will give up what I chose only because people did not approve of it. And then whatever I choose after that, I will never find any option which everyone is going to approve of. And I will keep on changing myself to get validation from the world. And at the end of the day, I will not be who I wanted to be. And so I cannot be happy. Right? So coming back to the question again, is it okay tomorrow if people speak the truth about what you're wearing? Will you be comfortable? Check properly. And it's very easy. It's just one switch here. Yeah, it's their choice. Everybody? Yes? So anyone can say, you're looking very pretty? Fine, don't get excited with it. The care needs to be taken when you're getting appreciation. So in Raj Yoga, we learn a very beautiful word of balance. It's like a pendulum. Remember those pendulum clocks? So whether you're getting appreciation or criticism, keep the pendulum in the center. When I get this appreciation, if I allow this pendulum to go like this, then when I get the opposite of appreciation, the pendulum will go like this. So if in appreciation your pendulum goes 10 degrees here, in criticism it will go 10 degrees here. If in appreciation it goes 60 degrees, criticism, it will go see simple signs. And in appreciation, if it remains in the center, in criticism, it will remain in the center. So when someone appreciates, thank you for the blessings, and that's all. That's all. And when someone criticizes, thank you for sharing your opinion. I will see if there's anything I have to learn from that. And if not, I just only radiate gratitude and blessings. Center. Center. It is this center which is freedom. Even if I'm getting excited by other people's validation and appreciation, that is not freedom. That is not freedom, because my mind is getting addicted to that appreciation which I'm getting, and I will need more and more and dose of that. And we were living in that world, and came social media. Hasn't social media made us more dependent on public validation? Yes. First thing in the morning, what do I want to check? That photo of mine which I posted yesterday. And you know something? People wake up in the morning and so mechanically they'll get like. They will. It's like a duty that I have to do for all my friends first thing in the morning. And I've seen people actually clicking a like when someone has said, I lost my parent. Yeah, because they don't realize, they're just clicking like, even without reading the post. Because I have to say, I like you so that you're happy. So actually they're giving it away like that for us to feel good. And this is making us so addicted to this. And this is where we are moving away from that freedom to choosing to be happy with my choices and respecting other people's choices and always being open to learning from other people's choices and changing my choice. It doesn't mean this is right and I will never change. Completely open. But if I am so dependent on validation, if someone is giving me something which is not matching with my choice, even if it's good for me, I won't take it because I'm first hurt with their opinion, which is not matching with me. And so I lose out on so much goodness which I could have got from the world. So, ready? Tomorrow, everyone is allowed to say whatever they feel right about your dress. It's only a switch. Tell your mind, their choice. I respect my choice. I respect their choice. So now touch your dress and say, okay, tomorrow anyone can say anything about this and I'm fine. Pendulum will remain in the, just bring the pendulum there. You'll always remember that then. Pendulum will remain in the center. So if somebody says to me, tomorrow you're horrible what you're wearing, I completely understand. It doesn't match your choice. Pendulum will remain in the center. Next week, if someone says, you are horrible, so I practice for 1 month that someone will say, your dress is horrible, I'll be fine. Pendulum is in the center, pendulum in the center. But next month, somebody says, you are horrible. Now pendulum will be where? If everyone can have a choice about my dress, and everyone have a different choice about me. Yes? Yes? And the same people who had a nice choice about me, opinion about me yesterday, today they don't. And then we look at them and say, you changed. You were not like this when we met first. Are people allowed to change on this journey of life? No, they're not allowed to change. People are not allowed to change on the journey of life. Are they allowed to change on the journey of life? Will people change on this journey of life? If someone has a habit of being very appreciative, very loving, it becomes addictive. Today, they are disturbed with something that's going on at their work. They've gone through failure, they've gone through rejection. They come home in the evening, they're silent. We are being our best version, but they are saying nothing about it. But we are so addicted to that dose of, this is not freedom. And this lack of freedom does not just allow me to not respect myself. I'm not able to respect them. I'm not able to understand what they are going through. I'm not able to be there for them because I'm more hurting my wound of not having got my today's dose of appreciation on all that lovey dovey conversation. And I say, you don't love me anymore. How many of us have turned towards our partner and said, you don't love me anymore? Chalo, chalo, raise your hand. Ah. And that person says, what is making you say this? Say, I'm telling you, you don't love me anymore. Why? Because that particular dose of a certain behavior that we were used to, they're not giving us that behavior anymore. And so we're saying, you don't love me anymore. This is not freedom. So to understand that each one is on their journey, each day is different, situation is different. What they are today, they may not be that same tomorrow. They may change momentarily, sometimes they may change. But freedom means understanding our own emotional patterns, also understanding their emotional patterns, and then adapting with each other's emotional patterns, keeping the pendulum in the center. And not being with each other like this, I need, I want, but being with each other like this, I give, I radiate. So this is freedom. Now you say, if you want to experience this freedom, then we start the journey. Yes? Yes? Ready to experience this freedom? Then we start this journey. Because we need to understand what are we seeking. Freedom means I'm allowed to be here. I have to give this freedom to myself, right? So I am allowing myself to be here, comfortable, in harmony, full of love and respect for myself, even if the world or people around me are disrespectful. Even if someone around me is abusive, I love myself. You know, there was a sister who came to the center. She was about 35 years old when she came. And she shared that when she was a 5-year-old, her parents had to go out somewhere and they left her with a very good friend. But something not right happened that day. And that 5-year-old child was abused. She held it against her parents because as a 5-year-old child, you felt betrayed by your parents because you didn't understand that it was not the parents' fault. The parent had trusted someone. So that 5-year-old child, which means that soul there in that 5-year-old body, held that resentment against the parent, obviously hatred against the person, lack of trust in people. She did not create any relationships after that. She said, I don't trust people anymore. And she lived there with that trauma of what had happened 30 years back. And when she came to the meditation center, she was sitting in the meditation room one day, and obviously she had been studying these spiritual principles. And she came out of the meditation room and she said, you know what? I just realized that what that person did 30 years back, he abused my body 30 years back once. Her line was very clear. It still rings into my head like this. She said, he abused my body 30 years back once. I abused myself every single day for 30 years. And she says, today, I let him go. From where? Here. Who has to create this freedom? Now, there's no discussing whether that person was right or wrong. There's nothing to discuss in that. We are so busy discussing that person was wrong. There's nothing to discuss. We know what that person has done is not right. Important is what did we do with that for the rest of our life? And so her line was so clear. She said, he did What he did to my body once, I did to myself for 30 years. Today, I let him go. Next day, she was a different person, as if, like somebody said, no, release past baggage. She was a different person, as if somebody has just removed something from her. Her relationship with her parents changed. She was a happier, vibrant person. That person had not come and apologized to her. She never even met him after that 30 days. So, who gave her all that love and that respect that day suddenly? It was only she to herself. This is freedom. Freedom means not that we are giving freedom to the world, okay, come and do wrong to me. No. But every time it's not necessary, people will be my way. Right? Even your partner will not be your way every day. Your child will not be every day your way. But when people are not my way, am I going to create pain? Am I going to create hurt? Am I going to create resentment? And am I just going to hold on to it and live in that pain? Or am I going to release it, forgive them, forget the past, send a blessing to them, send a blessing to myself, and heal myself? This is freedom. Which one is easier? Which one is easier? To hold on to the past and live in the pain? Or to just radiate blessings, understand, yes, they were not right, but understand they were going through some own baggage there. Just they were going through what they were going through. But my mind is my mind. My mind is my mind. What they did was in their mind. What I am doing is here. They choose their programming, I choose mine. Close your eyes. Is there anyone in your life whom you've held on to on the screen of your mind for a very long time, firmly believing that they were the cause of the pain in my life, that they were the ones who humiliated me, they are the cause of the trauma I went to. And just bring them there on the screen of your mind. And now a gentle reprogramming. Just keep repeating these lines to yourself. They did what they did. We are not here discussing right or wrong because obviously it was not right for me. That's why I'm in pain. So we don't need to repeat those songs there, but they did this, but it's only going to increase the pain. They did what they did. What I'm feeling is not because of what they did. What I'm feeling is because of the way I thought about what they did. Just separate the two things. You'll have to do it a couple of times to just understand how this works. They did what they did, but how I'm feeling within was based on how I felt about what they did. So who I actually have to forgive, I only have to release the way I felt about them. And in order to release the way I felt about them, I only need to change the way I felt about them. The pain I experienced was not because of what they did. The pain I experienced is because of how I felt about what they did. The hurt I felt is not because of what they said to me. The hurt I experienced is because of what I said to myself about what they said to me. Someone just says to me, "You're no good." One line. And that starts a commentary in my mind. The pain I experience is not because of their one line. The pain I experience is because of the 1,000 lines I say to myself in response to that one line. They were not right, no discussion about that. Was I right to myself? They were not kind to me, we don't discuss. Was I kind to myself is something to be thought about. They were not loveful to me, their state of mind. Was I loveful to myself is something I need to think about. Do I need the world to love me and respect me? Do I need everybody around me to be kind to me? Then I'm living in bondage. Can I be kind and loveful to myself always? That is inner freedom. And so look at them and say, I understand. You had a reason for what you said or what you did. I still don't agree with you. I don't agree with them. It's fine not to agree with people. I don't agree with you. I don't believe it was right. But I love myself. I respect myself. And I respect the fact that there must be some reason why you said or did what you did. Though I don't understand the reason. But how can I understand everything about you? Because I still haven't understood everything about myself. How can I understand how your mind works? I still haven't understood how my mind works. And so, today, I release what I've been holding on to. I forgive myself for the pain I caused to myself in response to what you did. I caused that pain to myself. What you said, what you did, that was your karma. What I said to myself in response to what you did was my karma. Today, I change my karma. I release what I have been thinking about you. What you believe about me is your opinion. I choose today to send you a blessing so that I feel nice about myself and about you. It doesn't mean that I validate what you did. I still don't. It just means I'm not going to live as a victim to what you did. Because I am the master of my life. And so today I send you a blessing. Not because you were right. I send you a blessing because that's the way I live my life. And as we send them a high vibrational, pure, compassionate, loveful thought, that pain that we've held on to within, that wound we had created, will begin to heal. I created the wound with the way I spoke to myself. And the way I will speak to myself now will heal the wound. It's all about me, nothing about the world around me. This is freedom. And which means even if I choose to create hurt, it's freedom. I am choosing to create it. But bondage says they created it. That is the biggest myth. We were always free, but we believed that they were controlling how we feel, how we live. We had chosen, even that day, we had chosen to create the pain. That was our choice. Even that day, we were free to finish it, put a full stop to our thoughts, say it's okay, I forgive, and move on. But we chose to go on repeating those thoughts, talk about it to people, hold it on the screen of our mind, revise every single day. They said this, they said this, they said this, repeat it every single day. It was all freedom. Even this was freedom. But while we were doing it, we were not aware we are choosing to do it. We were not aware we have the freedom to do it another way. We only said, it's because of them that I'm feeling like this. This was the bondage. This bondage is an illusion. We created it. So look at them. They may not have been nice to you, but we have the choice to be nice to people. Does my being nice to people depend on whether they are nice to me or not? No, I have the freedom. They can be rude to me. I can be respectful. This is freedom. They can be critical. I can be appreciative. Freedom. Do you want this kind of freedom? Or the other one looks nice. They are rude. I am rude. They scream. I scream. Which one is better? Yes, which one is better? Which one is easier? They scream, I scream is easier, or they scream and I'm polite? Which one is easier? Which one is easier? See, they scream, I scream. Easy. Easy. They scream, I'm polite. Oh. And most important, they scream even more after that. Now what do I have to do? I still have to be polite. How can I be nice all the time? So this is what we are saying to ourselves. How can I be nice all the time? Why should I be right all the time? No, you don't need to be right all the time. It's a choice, freedom. It all depends how happy you want to be. If you want to be happy always, be right. The day you don't want to be happy, scream back. What is there? Simple, choice. At every moment, we've exercised our choice. At every moment, we've exercised our choice. So which one is easier? To be respectful when someone is rude is easier? Which one is easier? Simple thing, you're walking into this hall, someone you know is standing there, and you're about to walk up to them and say, hello, long time. And they see you from the corner of the eye that you're coming, and they turn away and they move like this. Happens sometimes, right? You can make out that someone's done this deliberately. How does it feel? How does it feel? Share, how does it feel? Insulted, disrespected, humiliated if 300 people saw that happening. Who was the one who was not behaving right? They. Why are we feeling humiliated? Why are we feeling humiliated? They are the ones who didn't behave right? So it's about them. Now important is, can you still go up to them and say, hello, how are you? Yes or no? You have the freedom. It's about using that freedom in a way which is going to create happiness and respect for you. Because whatever people do, at every moment we are using our freedom Even when I choose to get hurt, that's my freedom. I've chosen to get hurt. I was sharing yesterday in the program, I went to someone's place, a 2-year-old child. And the mother said, stop crying. How? And the child looks back and said, Mommy, 2 minutes more. I saw that happening, and it just doesn't go from here because he was so sweet, 2-year-old child. And he says, 2 minutes more. And the mother was very sweet also. She said, okay, fine, 2 minutes cry. But the best part was after 2 minutes, he just sat like this and he said, I've finished. Freedom. Freedom. You want to cry? Cry. But be very clear. How long do you want to cry? Because even that is a choice. Even that is a choice. But if you keep saying, it's because of them that I'm crying, then I will have to wait till they change for me to get healed. That is not freedom. It's freedom if I choose to cry, no problem. I don't necessarily have to be always happy and always perfect. Once in a while I say, okay, fine, I feel like crying today. Cry. But you should be aware that you are using your freedom to cry, which means if you're just crying in your mind also. But at least use that freedom to say, okay, I'll cry for 2 minutes, I will cry for 2 hours. Like, sometimes even I see my mind saying, why are they doing like this? And I'm like, okay, how long you want to think like this? Because now we are aware. This is what meditation does. I can see my thoughts. And like, okay, I'm creating judgmental thoughts. Acha. Then the next question to myself is, how long? You want to go on depleting your soul power? And I have to consciously make a choice. Okay, think. How long you want to speak this vocabulary to yourself? Finally, you have to change. It's your choice when you want to change it. After 30 seconds, after 30 minutes, after 30 days. All depends on how much you want to lose your inner power. How long you want to live on a lower energy. Completely our choice. So freedom means if you're hurt and you're crying, it's perfectly fine. Only don't say, they are the cause of my pain. Say, I am choosing to create hurt. Perfectly fine. Freedom doesn't mean you always have to be perfect. No. Freedom means whatever you're creating, take responsibility that I'm creating this. You will feel you're the master of your life. But when I say, they are the cause of my pain, they are the cause of my hurt, they are the cause of my anger, they are the cause of my worry, they are the cause of my fear, then I say like, I'm not free to feel anything. And they are the cause of my happiness also. They are the cause of my peace. Everything, they are the cause. And then I want everyone to change for me to be able to feel what I want to feel. So the first homework today is create whichever emotion you want to create. You don't need to be perfect always. But only say, I am creating this emotion. Can we do that as the first step? Yes, can we do that? Create anger tomorrow and say, I created it. This is freedom. I created it. This is mastery. I suddenly feel a lot in control of myself. I created this anger. Now I have the choice to what extent I'm going to create it, how long I'm going to create it, how long I'm going to hold on. Complete power comes to me. This is freedom. But if I say they are the cause of my anger, I keep looking at them, waiting for them to change, requesting them to change, ordering them to change, demanding them to change, telling the world to tell them to change. And feeling very suffocated till they don't change, thinking that they are the cause of what I'm feeling, this is bondage. Only that much I have to change today. And once I understand that I am creating my emotions, and if I want to be happy, all I have to do is change the way I'm thinking about them, life comes completely in my control. Then what I think, what I speak, how I behave is completely my choice. Completely my choice. And it was always my choice, but we didn't know it was my choice. Nobody can enter into my mind and create my thoughts. Can someone hurt you? Has anyone ever hurt you? Hanji? Bolo, has anyone ever hurt you? How many people have hurt you? How many people have insulted you? Countless? Oh, countless. Acha. What did they do to hurt you? What did they do to hurt you? Sister, can I request you to stand for 1 minute? Let's add my name to your countless list. No, no, the sister who said countless. Who said countless? You said countless? Acha, chalo, come, stand. Everyone's going to do this together. Don't look at her. Practice your freedom. You're going to do this. I'm going to sit here, say very, 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 very rude things to you publicly. This is public, right? Your city is here. Very rude, very mean, very disrespectful, and the worst vocabulary. This is my power. This is my freedom. No one can stop me from saying that. Getting recorded. Tomorrow it will go on social media. It will be there forever. You and me will go, but that video will not go from there. This is my power. Always see what is the power of the other person and what is your power. This is my power. Right? So I have the power to speak, to say what I want about you, the way I want to say it, and in front of everybody, for the world to know. This is my power. Do I have the power? Just put your finger there. Do I have the power to enter there in your mind and create your pain for you? Everybody, don't look at her. You put your finger here and you try that. I can be disrespectful, rude, mean, nasty, say the worst words in English vocabulary. My power. My freedom. Do I have the power to enter there, here, and create your thoughts of pain for you? Yes, sister. Yes? Yes? I can enter there. Don't worry, every answer is right. No answer is wrong in this hall. Can I enter there? Think, we have all the time. Huh? Can I enter there and create the thoughts of pain for you? I can speak. Think properly. This is for a lifetime. This is not just for this hall. I can be rude, mean, abusive vocabulary. My power. Do I have the power to enter there, that world there inside, and create those thoughts of pain for you? Say it loudly, everybody has to hear it. If you allow. So she says, if I allow you to enter. How many of you agree with that? Okay. Sister, please allow. No, please allow. Just for 30 seconds. Allow. Allow me to enter. How do you allow somebody to enter into your mind? Allow me to enter. Come there and to plant what I want in your mind. Can I do that? Can I enter your mind even if you say, come, enter? Can I enter your mind if you allow? Not now? When then? Huh? You learnt a lot. So first tell me, can I enter your mind? She's so sweet. Okay, so now at least she's filtered the selection which is going to enter her mind. She says, you can enter my mind, but the negative people cannot enter my mind. Good. Even the positive thing that I'm saying is not, I am not going there and putting it into your mind. I can only say it. You can only hear it. What you will do with it in your mind is whose choice? Mine. Can I enter into your mind and plant there what I want, good or bad, positive, negative? It doesn't matter what it is. But can I enter your mind and create your thoughts for you? Say it loudly. Everybody needs to hear. Loudly, they can't hear you. No. What about you all? Can I enter your mind? Be certain. How often we've looked at the other person and said, you hurt me. You insulted me. So they can sit there, they can say the worst things to you. That is their power. That is their power. Right and wrong, not to be discussed. Do they have the power to enter my mind and create those thoughts of pain? Because the pain is not with their words. The pain is with what words get created here. They go to sleep after saying those words. It's we who don't go to sleep after that. And then we wake up when they wake up in the morning, we say, you didn't allow me to sleep last night. He said, really, I was sleeping. What were you doing? They said that one line and went to sleep. But we don't say one line to ourselves in return of that one line. We have 1,000,000 lines to say to ourselves, and then we do not go to sleep. And our 1,000,000 lines are not about that one line. Our 1,000,000 lines are about what they said last week, what they said last year, what they said on the day of the marriage, what their mother said on the day of the marriage. What our vocabulary will go to all those lines. But while we're creating all the pain, we're saying they hurt me. So can anyone enter into my mind and create my thoughts for me? So then who hurt me? Who hurt me? Put the finger. Because 5 minutes back we said the list is countless. Sister said the list is countless. How many people have hurt me? No? Now we select all the names on the list, press the delete button, and there's only one name who hurt me. Who hurt me? Hanji? Who's the name who hurt me? Say it nicely. This is freedom. I. Now look at the person sitting on the next chair and say, sorry, you never hurt me. You never hurt me. You were only rude. Your choice. And now look back at them and say, and henceforth, you can never hurt me. Say whatever you want. I'm going to go to sleep after that. No more sleepless nights. No more crying in bed. We'll talk about it tomorrow morning, but now I'm fine. I'm going to sleep. It is the song I play. And I have the power to choose my song, right, sister? So it's not countless people who hurt you. If it was countless people, we would have to change all those people. Impossible task. Impossible task. But if I have to change the song I play in my mind, simple. Simple? Simple? Thank you. First freedom is when I say, I was creating this pain. Now, how was I creating this pain? How was I creating this pain? Because we take those lines which the other person has said and we repeat the same line to ourselves with an added emotion attached. And then also because we have past baggage stored there which we did not clean. And that's why it's very, very important to clean your baggage every night before going to sleep. Meditation in the morning is important, but meditation in the night is compulsory. It's compulsory. Because all the baggage that I create during the day, any thought about this person, about this one, about the world, about so and so, it's all there only on the conscious layer of the mind. And so if I meditate just before going to sleep, it's like taking a shower. You know, many of us like to take a shower before we go to sleep because throughout the day we've traveled, gone here, met so many people, so many places, so much vibration. Just stand for 2 minutes under the shower and everything is cleaned. Deep sleep. Similarly, we need to take a shower here. So many thoughts, so many emotions, so many words, so many opinions, so many things. And we go to sleep with all that. If you forgive people every day before you go to sleep, you will always be traveling light on this journey. But if you forget to forgive them before you go to sleep, And that's when that wound is going to go into the subconscious in that 6 hours of sleep. And then even 10 years later, you remember what they said. So can we make this a little practice? 5 minutes with ourselves before we go to bed? Yes? Gratitude. Gratitude to everyone. First cleansing, first shower is just gratitude to everything and everyone everything that happened today, right or wrong, whatever. It was perfect for me. If I was not right to someone today, seek forgiveness before going to sleep. Say sorry. If you have the courage to say sorry, very good. Your mind will learn not to do it again tomorrow. If you don't have the courage to say it, message sorry. If you don't have the courage to do that, just create a thought, I'm sorry. That is easy. At least that is easy. Just creating a thought is easy because even that vibration travels to the other person. Experiment this and see. If at work something has happened today, difference of opinion, argument, if you don't change your energy for them, next day it's going to continue. Just before going to sleep or even whenever you realize it, just sit in silence, send them a message. I'm really sorry for the way I reacted. I shouldn't have said it that way. Just send that message. Next day you will see them behaving with you a different way. People catch vibrations. People catch our thoughts. We catch people's thoughts. So use that power. If you can't say it to them, if you can't write it to them, at least send a thought to them. Is that easy? Yeah, can we do that? So just before going to sleep, gratitude is one. Seeking forgiveness, which means apologizing for apologize not just for your behavior. If you have created a critical, judgmental thought about somebody, apologize before you go to sleep. Because you have sent negative energy to them just with using the power of your mind. You have depleted soul power. And just by apologizing, who are you healing actually? I'm changing that critical thought before I go to sleep. That's why I'm doing this. Everything is happening for the self. And if someone else was not right to me today, I understand. You must be going through something. I forgive, I forget, I let it go, I clean my mind. Go to sleep. 1, you will have deep sleep. 2, that seed which was on the conscious layer of the mind is going to get cleaned from there. It's not going to go into the subconscious. 3, next day, you and they will be on a different energy. And 4, you will travel light on this journey of life. There's no baggage that you will be carrying. How many of us are sure that we are going to die? How many of us know when it's going to happen? Nobody. Will we get that minute to release all the baggage before we leave this body? Will we get the chance? And which means, I, the soul, if I don't clean all this clutter, if I don't release all that I've created here in all this lifetime about my parents, about my sibling, about my partner, about my colleagues, if I don't clean it, it travels with me. Body is finished. It's like today I'm wearing this dress and I say, why did they do this to me? How could they do this to me? Tomorrow I change the dress. But the recording of the thoughts remains the same, right? So similarly, one day I will change this dress, this body. But everything that I've recorded here, this remains the same. And this, I, the soul, with all my recordings, good ones and also some not very good ones, they rejected me. They hurt me. No one loves me. No one cares for me. These are the songs I have recorded on my CD. And this, I, the soul, will enter the womb of the mother, baby born. And a few years later, the baby is going to look at the mother and say, you don't love me. And the mother is going to say, what's your problem? What did I do? No, I know you don't love me. From where is this child learned all this vocabulary? Why is the child saying this? No, I know you love my brother more than me. The parent can spend a lifetime trying to explain the child this is not the truth. But it's not the child. It is the soul who is coming with that song, they don't love me. They enter into the new costume, they play the same songs. So either you have a choice, before you leave the costume, change your songs. How many of you will be able to do it that day? What happened? Don't be so serious. We're not leaving today. Every suddenly thinking, oh, I'm going to leave. But you know what? It's certain that we are going to leave. And living in a world of uncertainty, we don't know when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen. And am I going to get the time to change the recording? And most important is, even if I get the time, will I be able to change my recording at that time? So the easiest is to change the recording every night before going to sleep. And when you keep changing it every night, you will learn the art of changing it. And very soon you will be able to change it the minute you create it. Which means I create a thought, they hurt me. Next minute I know, oh, wrong thought. And I changed that recording then and there. They didn't hurt me. They just did what they did. I created this pain. So I have started now changing my recording then and there. And very soon when I master the art of changing my recording then and there, then I will master the art of not creating the wrong recording and then have to change it, because now I know which is the right song and I will record the right song the first time. But it will start with first changing the recording before going to sleep. Then it will start with changing the recording when I pause during the day to meditate. Then it will change to changing the recording then and there when I've created a wrong recording. And then it will change to recording right the first time always. It's just a very, very simple journey. Very simple journey. So can we start with changing the recording before going to bed? Yes. So like Sister Judy was sharing with us, we are going to learn meditation. So when you will learn how to meditate, what is meditation? So we say, oh, meditation, I don't know, close my eyes. But when I close my eyes, there's so much thoughts here, so much noise. And then we get up, I can't meditate. Meditation is not about closing your eyes and wanting your mind to be zero. Thoughtless, no thought, not possible. The mind can never be zero thoughts. Even in deep sleep, we are not zero thoughts. Never, we're not zero thoughts. So meditation is about knowing myself and consciously creating that right recording, gently allowing that right recording to go deep into my subconscious. For simple example, if I take a thought, I am a pure, powerful soul. I just take that one thought and I hold on to it. Hold on to it till that thought is not just on my conscious layer of mind, till that thought goes into my subconscious and becomes my belief about myself. I am a pure, powerful soul. So it's just allowing the soul to record the truth which I had forgotten. And once I record that I am a pure, powerful soul every single day for a few minutes, during the day, that's the song that will play in action. That is the song that will play in action. So it's not meditation for a few minutes. It is then a meditative lifestyle. I record in the morning, play it during the day. Play it during the day. So now let someone come and say something wrong to me and I will say, I'm a pure, powerful soul, and I send pure vibrations to them. Because I recorded that song in the morning. But still unaware, if I create the opposite thought, then I will take a 1-minute pause, change the recording. So at the Brahma Kumaris, we have this very, very beautiful method of meditation where we pause for 1 minute after every 1 hour. It's called traffic control of the mind. It's called just a minute. 1 minute after every 59 minutes. Do we have 1 minute after every 59 minutes? Yes? See, it's like wearing a white dress in the morning. So this is the first stage of meditation. Clean, no stain meditation. So most of us will say, I'm very peaceful during my meditation, but I'm stressed during the day. That's not meditation. Being peaceful during meditation is no big deal. No stimulus, I'm peaceful. Okay. But meditation means peaceful in a crisis. Meditation means loveful when someone's being wrong to you. So meditation means I start with a white dress in the morning, which means start with a white, clean, pure mind. Then during the day, take care to keep it clean, which means people will not be my way, situations will not be my way. I will not create a thought of stain. How could they do this? Why could, like, yeah, I understand them. Send a blessing. Okay, I understand them. Leave it. Everything is happening perfect. I will not allow my mind to say, this is not right, this is not. No, everything is happening perfect for me. I will keep it clean. But in spite of taking all that care, there still might be a stain. I will not wait till the end of the day. If your white dress stains, do you wait till the end of the day? What do you do immediately? Take a 10-second break, water, clean. Because we want to keep it white. Tomorrow, one day, keep your mind white, one day. Can we do that for one day? White means no stain. Can we do that for one day? Tomorrow? How many of us feel we can do that one day? Very easy. It's very easy. Just go through the journey of life. Just be aware, I have to keep this white. And sometimes, when we wear white, how much ever care we take, sometimes it's not our mistake. Somebody else comes like this with their dirty hands. But even if somebody else was the cause of the stain, will we allow the stain to remain there? No. We will still take a pause and clean it then and there because we want to keep it white, clean. This is freedom. I have the freedom that I can pause and clean it, or I have the freedom, let everyone dirty it, I will wash it in the night. I have the freedom, no, I will not wash it for 1 month and I will wear that same white with all the stains over it. And I have the freedom to never wash it and wear that white with all the stains of my lifetime. It's all my choice. It's all my choice. So we start with morning few minutes meditation, preparing myself for the day. Then during the day, pause for 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then just check everything clean. And then just before going to sleep, one last final check. Either soul may go to sleep and not wake up in this same costume. Yes? Will I get a chance to forgive, forget, apologize? Will I get a chance to do all that? No. And I will carry my baggage into another lifetime. Most of the baggages that we are carrying are not of this life. They are not of this life. And that's why we are not able to understand ourselves, because it is not a creation of this lifetime. I don't create rejection in this lifetime. I've carried it from somewhere. Most of our personality traits are not of this lifetime. But we have a power in this lifetime to enhance the ones which are good, to change the ones which are not comfortable. Yes, do we have the power to do that? And that helps us to create a beautiful life inside while here. And that gives us the power to leave light. How many of you would like to leave happy? Not from this hall, from this body. Leave happy, which means light. You would like to die happy? How many of you want to die happy? Let's see. You want to die happy? Yeah, for that we will have to live happy. If I live happy, I will be able to leave happy. If I live without baggage, I will be able to leave light. If I live detached, detached means other people's behavior is not creating my clutter, I will just slip off this body with ease. Nothing pulling me back. And if I live light, then I leave light, then I enter there with dignity and I create that new costume with my new songs that have come of purity, peace and power. So a little effort does not benefit only this lifetime. Everything else we do, absolutely everything else that you work hard, can you carry it with you when you leave? Can you carry it with you? You can't even carry your education. We again have to go to school and say A for apple. I could be a PhD now, but again go into a new costume, A for apple all over again. So education not going with me, My wealth, possession, obviously not going with me. My people, my relationships also not going with me. There's only one thing that's going with me, my recording. And that's why if you have 2 children, you will see how your 2 children are so different from each other. And how your children are different from you. Because they are not just a result of what you are recording on them. They are a soul. They are not just a child, a body that was created in your womb. The body gets created in the womb in 9 months. The soul just enters that body with all its recordings. And then you will say, how can my child be like this? Not my child. Soul in that body playing the role of my child. So the effort, a little effort to change these recordings is not just going to benefit this life. Continues next and next and next. And a little carelessness now does not just clutter this life. Next and next and next. So never say, I don't have time to meditate. It's the biggest mistake we can make. It's saying, I don't have time to take care of that what is permanent because I'm so busy entangled only with that which is temporary. This is temporary. It's very important, but it's temporary, right? And this is permanent. So take care of everything outside, but at least keep 15 minutes for yourself for everything that's inside. Because if you take care of what is inside, then you'll enjoy what you have created outside. We worked hard in the last 3-4 decades, and today we've created a world saying, I want happiness. Then what were we doing for the last 30 years? Weren't we working hard to be happy? Yes, we were working hard to be happy. But the only reason was we worked hard outside and we said we don't have time for this. So don't say that to yourself. So your first step to inner freedom is, I love myself. And if you love someone, you give them time. Right? If you love someone, do you give them time? Right? If the person you love, you don't even give them 10 minutes every day, that person is going to start saying to you, don't love me. But you tell that person, try and understand I'm busy. And you say, you're so busy that you don't even have 10 minutes for me. Relationship will start. That's what we've done to ourselves. I don't have time. People say, I don't have time to die. Yeah, because they're so busy. And the truth is, when you will start cleaning this year, you will suddenly have a lot of time. That has been our experience. You clean here and suddenly you have a lot of time. Like Brother Eric shared here, the little family here in the meditation center of Halifax, they are like you, they have family, they have work, they have responsibilities. The first time they came here, just like you, in a program, believing we don't have time. And then Sister Judy said to them, you know what, take out 30 minutes, come to the center, learn meditation. They said, no, Sister Judy, we don't have time. She said, okay, come, let's try. And some of them agreed. Initially, it's very difficult to take out that 30 minutes. But if we prioritize ourselves, we take out that time. First few days makes effort. Next few days, it starts becoming a habit. After that, it's part of my routine to take out that 30 minutes. But the magic starts after that. And it is those same people who said they don't have 30 minutes for themselves. It is those same people that for the last few months, they have been preparing this program for people they don't even know. That's the amount of time they have now. That's the amount of time they have now. So we shift from not having time for ourselves to having so much time that we're ready to be there for strangers to do things for them, because we suddenly have a lot of time when we start taking care of the recording happening here. Less thinking, right thinking, being light, lot of time. We were never short of time. We were always short of inner power. Thinking too much, taking time to take every decision, regretting our decision, wasting time talking about other people, and of course, our biggest waste of time is now with our gadgets and screens. And we seem to have all the time for that. So first blessing to yourself today, say, I love myself. Bolo jara. I love myself. I care for myself. And so I give time to myself. That will be your gift to yourself. The rest will all happen on its own. You don't have to do anything else. You only have to say, I give time to myself. First step. So tonight, if someone is not your way, reacting with anger or choosing to pause and be respectful, you have the choice. Do you have the choice? Yes. Which one you choose depend on your priority on how you want to live life. You want to be happy? Choose that option. You don't? It's your choice. But only one word has to change. I chose to create this anger. Say that, please. I have another choice. Simple. We only need these two songs playing here. We only need these two songs. I chose to hurt myself. I forgive. I heal myself. Just this much for the next 1 week till we meet again at the center to start the next step of actually learning how to meditate. Yes? And use this 1 week. Keep checking all those deep recordings in the corner of the mind since childhood, with parents, with siblings. Clean the corners. Don't think, oh, it's okay, it's old. Old wounds can turn chronic. And please remember, wounds here are causing disease here. So even if you don't want to do it for yourself, please do it for the health of your body. Clots here are creating clots here, blockages here are creating blockages here. We go to the doctor, we get a surgery done, we get the blockage released from here, but we don't release this blockage, a blockage here again after a few years. Right? So we want to be healthy. So even if you don't want to be happy, you're okay living stressed, do it for the health of the body. Do it for the vibrations you're radiating to your children and to your family. And do it for your destiny, where you have the power to create a perfect destiny, even if situations are not perfect. Destiny is not what's happening to us. Destiny is how we feel about what's happening to us. And then when we live like that, we will leave happy. We will leave light. And we will enter the new costume with a perfect destiny written for us. And that's why it said everything is predestined. Predestined by? Predestined by? Predestined by? I have written that destiny. I have written that recording. And I have the power to change it. So can you pull out that sheet, that card which you got when you entered the hall? So tomorrow, if anyone has any opinion about you, happy and respectful, pendulum will remain in the... don't forget the pendulum. Pendulum will remain in the center. I love myself, I respect myself, and I respect them. I understand their opinion is different from mine. One song recorded, it will play every day. Just choose your songs carefully. Once recorded, the same song plays every day. Same song will play. If I say they hurt me, same song plays every day. Record the right song, same song will play every day. Recording the right song is called changing that pattern. And that pattern gets changed with the power of meditation. So can you see that card? It has those dates mentioned for next week. In Hindi, in English, center address given there, center website given there. Choose the date, choose the time. But put it on your diary, on your calendar right now. This is called self-love. Love first means taking out time for myself. Love first means taking care of myself. We need only one person to be nice to us, and that's me, myself. I need only one person to be kind to me, myself. I don't roam around to the world like this saying, be nice to me, be kind to me, love me. No, this is not freedom. We can't change anybody. But you know what the secret? But you know what the secret is? It was not allowed, yeah. Quiet time, yeah, of course. How sweet. How sweet. So sister is just sharing that children should also be taught to do this. If we as a generation take this as our responsibility, that we will do it, and your children will automatically do it. Huh? You don't even have to teach them. It's natural. We will eradicate depression from this planet. And if we don't do it, a couple of years later, we are going to create a world which is going to say depression is normal. 20 years, 30 years back, stress was no word. It was only in physics. Then we are the generation who said, I am stressed. Somebody said, Acha, new word. So they said, I am also stressed. And then very soon we started saying, we are stressed. Then the world said stress is normal. Then people said stress means successful. If you're not stressed, means you're doing nothing. And suddenly we created a word, I am stressed. Then we said stress is normal. The children of today are not saying I am stressed. They are saying I am depressed. Stress is old-fashioned for them. They don't have depression, but they feel their pain is more than ours. So they said, I am not stressed, I am depressed. And we are letting them say that. And it's become their vocabulary. And anything that they're going to say, they will invite that into their life. Of course, depression has increased. And if we still don't pause to check, change, take out time for ourselves, heal ourselves, and then heal them, within a couple of years, we are going to say depression is normal. So it's either this road, depression is normal, or it's this road, happiness is normal. It's all whose choice? My choice. So please select the time there, fix that time, put it in your calendar, and be there in a very, very sweet little center with very divine vibrations, because there's meditation there happening every single day. Even going into a place where there's meditation daily helps to change the recording without me meditating also. Just the vibration helps me to do that. So how many of us would like to join the meditation program next week? First step to love myself. And in case that date or time doesn't suit you, which is given there in the card, just call up the center.